Welcome to First Issues. Previously on the program, we had a sit-down dialogue with career counsellor Tshepho Balozwi to talk about parental impact on career outcomes. The idea being, children should be given the autonomy to choose their own career paths with very minimal influence, if any at all. We continue that conversation tonight to understand how ultimately parents can trust their children to make that decision. When you are a younger person, you are brought up within the guidance and confines of, a parent. And all of the skills that you have are from that. Yes. So I want to understand, how equipped, though, are these young people in making such a decision? Because it impacts a major part of their lives. How comfortable should we be in leaving this major life decision to someone who's only discovering themselves and figuring the world out?
I always answered this one this way, and it's always kind of a backlash on me. Some people feel it's not the right way to say it, but I always say this. The best way for someone to learn is for them to try. And now, if we take it to say they are equipped enough or they are not equipped enough, we are telling them that they cannot afford to try themselves, because that is where the lesson is going to come from. That is where the equipment is going to come from. They would know that taking such steps leads to this and this, right? Now, if a young person is like, you know what, I've been drawing. Guys, can you just leave me to draw? Let them explore that. Because as they explore that, there are certain elements that they're going to see in the challenges of exploring that in their journey. And it will eventually uncover other aspects of their lives to see, wow, But if you don't give them that opportunity, they're not going to know that it's not good for them, and they're not going to be able to see what's good for them. They know, their minds know. They are always up to understanding what they want to do. But we need to give them the benefit of the doubt and say, go ahead, choose what you want to do. Like I said previously, that when you do a decision based on yourself, that you took yourself, you take responsibility. That is where we are now instituting the idea of taking responsibility of your actions. You need to let them take those responsibilities at a young age.
This is a topic that will probably, I don't want to say ruffle feathers, but maybe wrong some people the wrong way, because we are saying that, at this point, the people who have known for so long don't know much at this point.
Yes.
And then the ones who are thought to lack the knowledge as to what life is and what life has to offer and how they must approach it actually do know something, right? So do you think that we are going to come to a point where there's harmony between these two viewpoints, where each group understands that they have quality information to share with each other? They actually have something, both of them, to contribute.
That one will be done through consistency of constant information change. I recently did just before the results came out, a parent and students guidance information session. That was to try and bring both parties to play, to understand. And we had parents that were even addressing to say, no, Ghana, we know these things. We've been here. We understand the magnitude of, if you don't do this, what will happen to you? Because we've lived that. But then we were like, okay, there are areas whereby now, you realize that as a parent as well, you also went through the same thing. You were forced to do what you are doing right now. It worked for you, right? At the time, because at the time, there was opportunity for you to grow and learn, right, into something. as like, unlike now, where the scenario has changed, you can be forced into being a mechanic, but now the mechanic industry is saturated. What do you do? There's a session where I actually try sometimes to want to, interview the child, right? Just let them speak out their mind, and then I get to the parent, let them speak out their mind, and then I bring them together, and then they watch the video together. It blows them out. Like, but why didn't you tell me that? No, it's just that you have always been so hard on me, right? But then when they realize, because sometimes expressing also has a way of, not making them reach that level of understanding for each other. No, I want you to do this, but they're not explaining why. Now, when they realize the whys on the videos, now they bring a common factor of understanding, right? And when they now understand each other, there is now fluent guidance, right? And support. That's the other thing. Once the child makes the decision, as a parent, you need to support. Show them that you are with them. Whether they fail or they don't fail, support them.